Good morning, everybody. What are your dreams? This is our main theme. Your dreams will decide the future of the world. You may have your own dreams, but I want to talk to you.
सर आज वीडियो ऑन नहीं है क्या?
I'll share with you video.
ओके सर.
The dreams that I'm going to share with you are related to our own business environment. What are your business plans? The best thing that you have to do is to learn from the internet and other resources, acquire the best dreams possible and put them into practice. In and around your daily life, every day you find plenty of small entrepreneurs roaming around. Who are these people? What they are doing? Don't laugh at them. Don't make a mockery of them. Try to apply your mind. How can I make them earn more? A street vendor is there, for example. A small shopkeeper is there. Your goal has to change his life. Apply your mind. How to create greater earning for that small businessman. Therefore, what you have to do, you have to learn and apply different business models in his context. Undertake, some kind of mental exercises and see how you can do it. Let us see what we can do and how we can do it. A very important business model which all of us can apply is 5 forces model. 5 forces model is a model given by, let us look at Google, 5 forces model. Porter's 5 forces model. I have just typed it on Google and I have found 5 forces model. Who has given it? You can check yourself, Michael Porter. What does it talk about? Look at the graph. The graph makes it very simple. It says that if you are analyzing any business, you have to look at 5 forces. These 5 forces are industry rivalry, bargaining power of suppliers, threat of substitutions, bargaining power of buyers, threats of new entrants. You analyze these 5 forces and take a decision. This helps you in analyzing your business opportunity, your business. You want to start a new business. Okay. You want to start a business which is absolutely new business. Then probably the competitor part, industry rivalry, will not be there. Then out of these 5 forces, only 4 forces are left out. Competitor is not there. Industry rivalry is not there. There's another model, blue ocean strategy. I have just typed it blue ocean strategy. The blue ocean strategy is another point that we have come to. Where were we? We were talking about 5 forces. Out of these 5 forces, I have removed 1 force, industry rivalry. How? Because I have decided to go for a business which is not prevailing, a new business where there is no possibility of competition. So that will take us to blue ocean strategy. What is blue ocean strategy? Let us read it. Blue ocean strategy is a simultaneous pursuit of differentiation, low cost to open up a new market space and create new demand. It's about creating and capturing uncontested market space, thereby making the competition irrelevant. Right? Means a business strategy where you do not have any competition. You have no competition at all. That is called blue ocean strategy. If you have a competition, that is not blue ocean strategy. If you are entering into a new business, what are the characteristics of blue ocean strategy? Typical businessman try to establish a business which is very similar to the existing businesses. If you will ask a new somebody that, okay, do you want to do business? He will say, yes. What will you do? He'll say, oh, I'll open another kirana store, because that's what he has seen. That is red ocean strategy. There is competition in the existing market. The target is to beat the competition. The target is to exploit existing demand. The target is to make the value cost trade-off. What I am suggesting you is blue ocean strategy. Create new market space, absolutely new market space, uncontested. There is no competition there. Make the competition irrelevant. There is no competitor at all. If you don't have competitor, where is the question of? Create and capture new demand, absolutely new demand. Break the value cost trade-off. Align the whole system of firms' activities in pursuit of differentiation and low cost. So there are only two goals that you have. What are these two goals? Differentiation and low cost. What is differentiation? You do not do what others are doing. You do something different than what others are doing. And what is low cost? Low cost means you continuously try to bring down your cost of operations. You reduce your cost of raw material, you reduce the cost of transportation, you reduce the cost of manufacturing, you reduce the cost of, all costs slowly. The reduction in cost, I'm not asking you to reduce the price, I'm asking you to reduce the cost. Price, you should not reduce beyond points, because price is psychological value. If you sell some product at a very low price, if you sell a product at a very low price, often people treat it as a cheap product, because the psychological perspective is there. And if people treat something as cheap, they do not pay attention, they do not take things seriously. All of you are so seriously studying, participating in my classes, so seriously involved every day. I see it. Salutations. But if you look at the students of many government universities, these students do not even attend the classes there. They do not go to their classes. They do not take things seriously. The reason is not the teachers. The teachers are trying their best. They are teaching outstanding. The reason is because if something is available free of cost, people do not consider its value. People do not realize the value. I belong to a desert city, Bikaner. Only 100 years back, water was a scarce commodity. People used to bring water in buckets. So they had to bring buckets of water every day. What was the result? Water was very valuable. People used every drop of water very carefully. It was a part of their habit. What happened now? Now, because of Indira Gandhi Canal, water is available in bulk. What is the result? Everybody, because the cost of water is almost negligible. No cost. The government is not charging properly. Cost is not being recovered. Everybody is getting water free, almost free. What is the result? Now people are using that water for washing their cars. They are using, this is drinking water, mind you. This is drinking water, pure water. And people are using it for washing their cars. People are using this water for gardening. People are using this water for washing their floors. This water, which is so precious, so important, because it is supplied free, people do not consider its value. Sometimes you will find tap water getting wasted on streets. Neither the government department which is supplying the water is concerned, nor people. Right? Gallons of water is drained on the street. Why it is so? It is because proper cost is not assigned. If you are charging proper cost for water, this kind of problem will not happen. The water that is coming to the people is costing about 10 rupees per liter. But people are paying nothing. It's a tap water. If they are asked to pay 10 rupees per bottle at this rate, each of them will become careful. They will stop wasting the water. They'll not use water for washing cars. They'll not use water for gardening. Then they will start recycling water. This is human psychology. So making things cheap, reducing the price is dangerous. It's dangerous for the society. It's dangerous for the world, because we are now heading towards disaster. Very soon, the world will witness scarcity of water. What is the reason? The reason is simple. Today we are wasting away the water, so tomorrow the water will become scarce. Who is responsible? Very simple. Our pricing policy. We are not pricing water properly, and that's why this is the problem. Change this policy. Once you change the policy, everything will become perfectly all right. Everything will become perfectly all right. So simple. Due to lack of proper pricing, we are having environmental crisis. If pricing is done properly, the water crisis would not take place. But if pricing is not done properly, the crisis is bound to take place. Crisis is about to happen, because the water is free. You find people wasting away the water. Not only people, even government departments. Those people who are actually heading environment ministry. You go to the environment minister's office in any government, in any state. What you will find, it's a plush green office. Beautiful garden is there, well-maintained garden is there. Now you can ask him, which water are you using for gardening? And you will come to know that it is the same tap water, which is drinking water, is being used for garden. You ask them, why don't you use recycled water for gardening? Why don't you do it? This is the task of the environment. And then you come to know that because water is free, the government is subsidizing it. Therefore, the environment ministry, which is actually responsible for preparing policies for the protection of the environment, is casual about it. They are so casual. Therefore, I am not asking you to reduce the cost. I am asking you to differentiate. When you are planning a business, differentiate your business. Try to differentiate yourself. Everybody who is able to differentiate is able to create an impact. So in business, when you are able to differentiate, people are able to remember you. When you are doing fashion, what you are doing, you are basically trying to differentiate yourself. Some of you will come in a new style, absolutely new style of hair, absolutely new style of mustache, absolutely new style of beard, new dress. Nobody else is having that. You are happy because now you become the most attractive person. Everybody is talking about you. This is differentiation. So simple. This is the differentiation. This is what you have to practice while preparing your business plan. What you have to do? So simple. You have to differentiate your business. Differentiation has to become your skill. You have to learn the art of differentiation. And it is just opposite of the copy paste. What you have been taught in schools is to copy paste. What you have to do is to differentiate. So you have to de-learn what you have learned in schools. Whatever schools have taught, you have to de-learn. Whatever you have been trained in schools, you have to de-learn. The schools have taught you to be followers. But if you are willing to become the business leader of tomorrow, you have to differentiate. So how will you start? Look around yourself. You see outside a small street vendor. You ask yourself, can I enable this businessman to become different from others? What can I help? How can I help? What should I do? These are fundamental questions that you should ask. Next time you see a small shop, a small shopkeeper. Suppose you go to any small market, let's say Johri Bazaar or Johri Bazaar of Indore, or you go to any small shop market and you find a small halwai preparing sweets and selling. Now, can you make him little bit different in some way or other? Just start thinking, what can be done? What can be done? In my city, there is a pan shop, beetle shop. Plenty of beetle shops are there, but one shopkeeper I'm talking about. One shopkeeper has converted his business. His business is the same, pan shop, beetle shop. You can go there and buy beetles. But he has differentiated himself. He has completely differentiated himself. He comes in the shop wearing plenty of ornaments. Maybe I do not know whether it is pure gold or artificial. I do not know. But he is studded with ornaments completely. He is always studded with ornaments. And he is preparing pan and selling you beetles and his pawn shop has become very popular shop. Not only that, whenever somebody is organizing marriage function, they would like to book him that you please come. You will be supplying pan to all the baratis. And he is in that way VIP. He charges very high prices. Whatever investment he is making, he is able to recover through his charges. The other pan vendors may sit idle sometimes, but this shopkeeper doesn't sit idle. He's always busy. Long queue is there. People wait in queue to get their pan. It's not that the pan is very tasty, but it is the ability of the shopkeeper to differentiate that has enabled him to be the marketer. So these are simple tactics, simple tools. At every shop, you can do some small minor modification so that that shopkeeper can differentiate. At every shop, you have to do this kind of strategy, do this kind of innovation. And thereafter, what will happen? You will help that businessman. You will help that entrepreneur. Right? Today, you are helping. Tomorrow, you will be able to help yourself. Today, you are helping other businessmen. Tomorrow, you will be able to help yourself. Try it today itself. And send me a report what innovation you did, how you did, what was special in your innovation. How did you enable a small pan wala or a small pani puri wala or a small street vendor in converting the traditional business into very differentiated business model. Try to work it out. We are fortunate that in spite of large number of multinational companies, we still have a very large number of small businesses which are flourishing, growing. The most disappointing thing about our country is that throughout your schools, you are taught to buy branded products made by large companies. You are never taught to buy goods from small vendors, from small street vendors. But I am going to request all of you, if possible, try to buy goods from street vendors. Try to buy goods from the smallest trader. Try to buy goods from the smallest businessman. Because if you will not buy goods from big companies, there is no problem. The big company will continue. But the small vendor will close down. If you will not buy goods from small vendors, they will convert into beggars. They do not know anything else. They know one business, and if you do not support that, that business will also be lost. You search on the Google, everybody is endorsing big brands. Everybody is endorsing big brands. There are big actors, superstars like Amitabh Bachchan. He will be asking you, buy Cadbury product, buy this product, buy that product. Nobody will ever come and tell you that buy Til Papdi of Byawar, buy Peeni from Sardar Shahar. When you are going to Agra, buy Petha made by the Halwai of Agra. Nobody will tell you. People will tell you, go to Agra, go to Agra, see the Taj Mahal. Nobody will tell you, go to Agra, eat the Petha, the sweet Petha made by the street vendor there. So this is a big challenge for you. You have to enable the smallest vendor succeed. Now, how will you do it? Differentiation. The small shopkeepers are very flexible. They have huge, immense learning capability. If you talk to them, they can learn how to differentiate. And if they can differentiate, they will be able to create sustainable market for themselves. They will be able to survive. Otherwise, what will happen? The large multinational companies are like tsunami. They will completely wipe out all the small businesses. They are tsunamis. But if people like you decide, no, I will support small entrepreneurs. I will help small entrepreneurs in differentiating themselves. Then these small entrepreneurs can succeed. Don't underestimate your power. You have immense power. Being customer, you are very powerful. If you decide and you start buying from small vendors, this will become a trend. Others will also do it. They are doing it not from, at present they are buying goods made by multinational companies, not by their choice, but because they have been trained. The social media is work like this. The advertisements are like this. Everybody is buying goods made by big companies. What will happen? Sooner or later, our country will become a country of beggars. Why? Because the skilled people, the highly skilled people who are right now running their small businesses, they will not find any supporter and they will be forced to close down. To create a country of great entrepreneurs, to convert yourself into a great entrepreneur, you should first of all start supporting small entrepreneurs and try to put yourself in the shoes of the small entrepreneurs. Ask yourself, if I were this small trader, if I were a small businessman like this, how could I survive? How could I earn? What could I do to earn more? Ask yourself. Go to Google, find out. Let's go to Google, find out. Street vendors in Jaipur. Now, if I would have asked for any automobile dealer, the Google would have given me 10 suggestions. If I ask for large showrooms in Jaipur, the Google will give me 10 suggestions. But I am asking street vendors of Jaipur and I do not find any street vendor in the Google. No street vendor, no photograph, no image. Images, let us see. Yes, a few street vendors images are available that have been posted. These are all street vendors, right? This, look at it. Let he be the hero for you. This person is making a living of himself. Now start thinking. Right now this person is earning 400 rupees per day. What should you do to help this person to double his income? What can you do to enable this person to earn more? Let this person be your hero. So your business project, this Pani Puri wala, your business starts here. Your business training starts here. Your innovation training starts here. This Sri Ram Chart Center is the challenge for you. What can you do to enable this entrepreneur to earn more? What can you do to enable this entrepreneur to survive the competition? Look at this lady. This lady is selling cloth. This is her business. This is her survival. What can you do to enable her to earn more? What can you do to enable this lady to sell more, to earn more? This is your starting point, right? If you will try to help these people, this is a shopkeeper, street seller selling shoes. These are traditional shoes made by artisans of Rajasthan. It is pathetic. I tell you, it is really pathetic that people have been trained through our education system to buy foreign branded goods, shoes made by so many companies, multinational companies, at a very high price. But they will not buy these really wonderful shoes made by our own artisans. You undertake a small survey of your own classmates. Do you have these kinds of shoes? I'm sure the answer is no. Every one of you will say, no, we do not have. They are costing so less. They are costing hardly 300 rupees. While the branded shoes that you are wearing are costing some 4,000 rupees or 3,000 rupees. If you can afford 5 shoes, if you can afford 4 or 5 shoes of branded companies, on my request, can't you buy 1 pair of shoes made by traditional Indian artists? And these shoes are really of good quality. They will sustain, they will remain. You can use them for a long period of time. They are good for your skin. Start using them. And they are so beautiful. They are so beautifully designed. Tomorrow, This leather artist, the traditional great chamars of India, whom the government has classified as backward people, so unfortunate. Tomorrow he will become a beggar. Who is responsible? You are responsible because you did not buy goods from them. The government is responsible because the government categorized them as backward people. The writers, the historians, the sociologists are responsible because under British influence, these people classified these great chamars into backward people and said these are backward people. They are not backward people, they are skill artists, they are leather artists. Neither we appreciated them, nor government appreciated them, nor sociologists or historians appreciated them. Everybody classified them as backward people, and today these people are living their life full of inferiority complex. They have been told a false history that they have been subjugated to very discriminatory policies of the society. They are forced to become beggars by our own policies. They are entrepreneurs. We should appreciate them. We should recognize them. We should apply our skills in how this shoe can become better product. How can we differentiate this product? If you can succeed at this level, you can also succeed in your own business ventures. So this is the starting point. This is your first assignment. This is the starting point. Look at this, is called mojadi. It's a shoe. Now this shoe or mojadi shoe needs good marketer. No Amitabh Bachchan will come to market this product. No superstar will come to market this product, I tell you. But if people like you can start wearing it, if people like you can start promoting it, if people like you can start supporting it, what will happen? The amazing leather artists of India will be able to survive. They will be able to feed themselves. They will be able to continue their businesses. And I tell you, if you can support, if every one of us start supporting them, they will be able to earn a lot of money also, wealth. They will be earning a lot of money, they will become pride, they will become great citizens of India again. Look at a simple exercise. Yes, let us take down an exercise on Excel. Street vendor sells these leather shoes for 250 rupees, let's say. Their own costs of making the shop, these leather shoes, is approximately 30% or 40% of the selling price. So let's say it is 80 rupees. They are earning, if you buy directly from them, then they are earning 170 rupees per pair. But since you don't buy from them, you're buying through a retailer. So what happens? The retailer is also having good margin. So let's say the retailer is earning 80 rupees per shoe. So the net profit available to the shoemaker right now is 170 minus 80 rupees margins of the street retailer, 90 rupees. This is his labor cost. This is the labor cost of that craftsman. When he is making one pair of shoes and selling it, he is earning 90 rupees in that, and the retailer is also earning 80 rupees in that. So this is his net profit. If people like you start buying pairs of shoes, what will happen? Today, India's population is how much? About 120 crores, about 130 crores. Out of this population, people like you are how much? Let us say merely 1%, or let us say 0.1%, 0.01 multiplied by 130 crore. This becomes approximately 1 crore. If people like you are convinced, and if just this is our target market, 1.3 crore, if just 1% people of this target market start buying these leather shoes, the number will become 1 lakh. If 1 lakh people buy these leather shoes, the profit with the retailer, let's talk about profit with retailer. The profits with the retailer will be 1.3 lakhs multiplied by 80 rupees. So the retailers who are selling these shoes, their profit will become almost 1 crore. And the profit with the chamars, the artist, how much is the profit of the artisan? We have seen it already. 90 rupees multiplied by 1.03 lakhs, 92 lakhs, right? So good beginning. If you can differentiate, if you can help them, but don't, this is again, this is just a beginning, right? This is just a beginning. This is, sorry, 1.03, forgot it. This is the beginning. But in business, the growth is much faster. So if you start adopting a product and say it with pride, others will also start using that product. More and more people will start adopting that product. This year's profit is 92 lakhs. Next year, this profit will increase by 20% if you start endorsing it. Others who will start using it and endorsing it, the profit will increase further. So let us say year 1, what will happen after 1 year? Year 2, what will happen after year 2? Year 3, and so on. Year 10, what will happen after year 10? If this practice will continue for next 10 years, many schools will also start encouraging their students to start adopting the shoes made by Indian artisans. And then there will be so much of demand for these shoes. What will happen? The profitability in this sector will increase tremendously. From 92 lakhs right now, every year growing at 20%, next 10 years down the line, this will become 569 lakhs or 5 crore 69 lakhs, which will be distributed to these leather artists. And these leather artists will start becoming rich people again. So can you prepare these kinds of business plans? These leather artists will start becoming rich again, wearing traditional Indian shoes. Wearing traditional Indian shoes will become the fashion again. So, can you do it? Start thinking on these lines. If all of you can start thinking on these lines, there will be a ray of hope for the small artisans of India. I hope all of you will pay attention to this. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
जय राधा। राधा। हेलो।